I believe, no, let me stop myself. See, I know that I have came up with a formula for myself. Now, this might, if you guys want to follow along, great. If not, hey, take it and make it work for you. Okay, make it work for yourself. So I came up with 5 things that I'm gonna follow for the next few months to help me get to the goals that I am setting for myself. Right. So these are the 5 things. And I'm gonna call I'm gonna call this series part 1. Well, my life reset. This is gonna be part 1 because I'm a person that changes a lot. I'm very indecisive on things. So I know I'm gonna be adding some things, adjusting some things. So this is just part 1. I might be adding to this list of 5. This is the 5 things I have so far, and I wrote these down. These are things that's constantly been on my mind. So first thing, batching. I have learned that I am not a person, because of how my life is set up, I am not a person where I could record almost every day or record when I want to put something out. I unfortunately, but fortunately, because any opportunity is a good opportunity, I have to go ahead and just batch things. I have to record in bulk. I have to be able to record 2 or 3 videos a day, and then have a lot of material so I can put it out and work with it. So my number one priority on this list, and the first thing on this list, is batching and learning to have my ideas already ready and being able to talk about it. So whether that is I'm batching and I'm doing a series like now, this is my part 1, or I'm talking about budgeting, right? Because I'm a big budgeter and I'm about to start a new savings challenge for the second half of the year. Setting new goals, learning new things. I'm trying to still learn Spanish. I really want to take that serious. So sticking with that and giving myself goals and, trying to learn a new language. So making sure I batch content, which will make my life so much easier. But sometimes, life happens and you just tired. You don't feel like picking up a camera. You definitely don't feel like editing. I think editing is what gets me. When I think about, dang, I gotta edit this, that's when I take a deep breath and I'm just like, man, forget it. I'm not recording anything because now I gotta edit it. So editing is the thing that makes it so hard to, put content out. At least for me. I don't know about anybody else, but editing is the big thing for me. Right. So batching is the main priority, and getting that content out. Now the next thing is understanding that it's not so much you are creating content, you're documenting, right? Because sometimes, it's not that you are recording yourself doing something so amazing and so spectacular. It is, I'm just documenting my life and documenting what I'm doing at the time, right? So it could be, like, for example, if I'm learning Spanish, right? It could be what materials I'm going to be using to do this, what shows I'm going to watch, what books I'm going to get. I have a book right now. I think I have 2 books. But there's one main book that I always carry with me, and even though I don't be pulling it out all the time. But I need to go and buy more books. That way I could do workbooks and actually immerse myself in learning this language. So that could be a whole little series of me and how I am actually immersing myself in the language, in learning Spanish, and not just to hear it and, kind of do some basic communication, but to really immerse myself in, which I go somewhere and I'm fully 100% comfortable talking to somebody who speaks Spanish and it's their first language, right? So understanding that it's more of you're documenting something and you turn the camera on, doing you, and you just so happen to have the camera on. So I talk to myself a lot. So, and they say if you talk to yourself a lot, you can be a good content creator, because that's basically what we're doing. I'm literally talking to my camera. I'm recording on this DJI, and I'm talking to myself. It's nobody else in my apartment. It's just me. Okay, so number 2, it is documentation over just trying to create, putting out content. So we're documenting. Okay, so the next thing is number 3, setting the new goals. Now, I kind of just mentioned this, but I do believe in having budgets and making sure you know where your money goes. And for the last couple of months, I did not have I moved to a new apartment, but I did not have I did not set a new savings challenge. I had a savings challenge for the last year, and if you watch my previous video, should be my previous video, you know that I reached that savings goal for that savings challenge. So now I'm in the process of figuring out what my new savings goal is going to be and adjusting that, because now I do stay in this apartment and this rent is it is higher than what I previously paid outside of me staying with my parents. So every time, this is my fourth apartment, and every time I get a new apartment, of course the rent goes up. We're living in better places, right? So this is the most that I've paid, and I'm not gonna say exactly how much I paid because I don't know. I might in the future, but for this video, I'm not. I'm not gonna say how much I paid because everybody's gonna have their opinion like, oh my God, you paid that much, you might as well get a house. I don't want a house. It's just me. I'm just a girl. I don't want to have to deal with buying a water heater, because even in a brand new house, you might have to replace it. Roof damage, mowing my lawn, getting up lawns. Baby, some break, I'm just calling maintenance. That's it. So back to number 3. Setting new goals. I am also in the process of setting some new education goals. You know, Black women. Black women, we always thinking about going back to school, right? I currently have 2 degrees right now, and yeah, nobody can take your education away. So this is something I'm considering, and I'm really, really thinking about. So I'm doing a lot of research on what specific area of education I want to get into. Okay, so new goals for the new year is number 3. Number 4. Starting to really live my life the way my future self would live. So we all have goals in which we want to reach a certain level in this life, right? Whether that's you want to stay in a certain neighborhood, you want to stay in a certain city, you want to vacation in certain places, you want to be able to fly first class whenever you want. You want to have peace of mind. You want to have your bills on auto pay, whatever it is, right? How would your future self live? Now you have to figure out, okay, how do I get to becoming, or how every day, what am I doing to be a step closer to becoming my future self? So you have to write those things down. And that could be a whole other video, right? Living life as your future self would. So if you want to fly first class, okay, so what do I have to do to make sure I have enough money? What kind of budget am I having for my vacation, right? When over the last year, when I did my different budgets, I had a certain category for vacation funds, right? And whether that was 500, 1,000, 1,500, I set that budget and I was able to save whatever amount of money. And when it's time to buy the tickets, the flights, book the hotel, all that stuff, it comes out of my vacation fund. Now, you might want to say, hey, your vacation fund might start off at $300, right? You can go on a vacation for $300, including flight. It's just you have to kind of shop around. You have to probably be a little bit flexible on where you go, when you go, and how you get there. So you might not be able to fly Delta or United. You might have to go ahead and do Spirit or Frontier or something. But hey, you'll still get to whatever destination, right? So setting those goals, how would your future self live, right? And I seen this video where this creator was talking about sometimes they just go and they do staycations for like a day or two within their city, but they go to like a really, really fancy hotel. That's another thing, right? If you want to be able to go out of town and book certain status hotels within your city, because then you don't have to pay for flight. You're just literally driving there or getting a Lyft or Uber to whatever hotel in your city. And stay at one of the nicest hotels, at least for one night. So say you only have a budget of $200 to $300 for a vacation or whatever for fun activities, right? Go all out and do a staycation for one day at least. Order room service, put the robes on, go to the spa, sit at the pool, really immerse yourself in, man, I love this so much. I want to live like this every day, or I want to live like this whenever I go on vacation, whenever I go out to a new city, go overseas. I want to stay in this type of status of hotel. I don't want to stay in, you know, I don't want to put down the hotels, but I don't want to stay in, what's some regular hotels? Holiday Inn. I want to stay at the W or whatever. So stay at those certain places, live at least one day, because it's going to make you really hungry. It's like, oh my God, this could be attainable for me if I actually put in the work. It's going to be hard. Unless you just really, really lucky, nobody's just going to give it to you. So live your life. Number 4 is live your life like your future self. Okay. All right. So my last thing is be okay with being seen. Be okay with being seen. I live a certain, I don't think I'm really, I'm not secretive, but people will say I'm secretive. I'm not secretive. I've gotten that since I was like in college. Like I'm secretive. I'm not secretive. I might be private, but I'm not secretive, right? I just feel like there's certain things you don't have to put online. I'm not gonna say you can't, but you don't have to, because everybody has different morals and things like that. But you have to be okay. If you really want to go down this avenue, you have to be okay with, hey, people might know a little bit of my business, and that's, it's okay. For example, I don't want people to know who my man is. Fine. Don't show his face, okay? Because, sometimes when you show their face, they start acting up. But anyway, don't show their face. Can you still show that you went out on a date? Yeah. Can you still show that you went on a vacation? Yeah. Now, people might say, what's the point of even showing the vacation if you're not going to even show the face? Hey, you still got the context of I went on a vacation. It's up to you. You have to set your own limits in what people see and to what degree they are let into your life, right? Because of the work I do, there's certain things that I just, until I decide to go into another career path, I'm just not going to put online, because I have a lot of younger eyes that are on me. They're probably on this video right now, right? So there's certain things that I'm not going to put out right now, being the position that I'm in. So like I said, when it comes to dating, you might not say you don't want to show your boyfriend or your fiance or your husband or what specific things you may do, even in friendships, right? There's certain things that you might not show because you have a certain set of eyes on you. That's okay. You can still properly I hope there's like a trash dumpster truck like driving down the street really loud, but hopefully this mic is working well. But there's a certain degree of, you can still show things and document things without people being too much in your business, right? So being okay with being seen. I have a new camera. I've talked about this camera. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before. I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That's what I'm recording on literally right now. And this camera is so much more discreet than those big cameras that I see a lot of content creators use. So if you are a shyer person like myself, I cannot see myself carrying a big camera around like they do, like those Sony and I guess Nikon, I don't know, I'm gonna say Sony cameras. I just can't see myself holding it up and walking out in a mall, walking down the street, document myself. The DJI makes it way better. A lot of times people don't even know what it is, right? They're like, what is that? When I went to Aruba, a lot of people are like, what is that? What are you doing? And I had to show them, like, it's a camera. And I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that. So it's a lot more discreet if you are on the shyer end. Now, I will say this. Once again, I had a budget. I know where my money is. I was able to afford this without it hurting my bank, right? And I got the creator combo. So I got the mic, I got the battery, I got the extender, I got the tripod, I got the whole creator combo, right? Now the creator combo is the most expensive bundle that you can get. And I got this before it exploded, like everybody's getting it. So my price was a little bit cheaper than what it is now. I think now it's like, some people say it's like almost $1,000. I got mine for like, with taxes and stuff, it was like 7 something. So, and I was able to get it, and I didn't go out and get it immediately. I just said, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna research it. I always research everything before I make a big purchase. I'm gonna research it and really see what the pros and cons of this camera is. The pros definitely outweigh the cons. A lot lighter. It's not as heavy as the big cameras. Like I said, it's more discreet. I like that because I'm shy. I get shy sometimes. But if you cannot afford that, that's okay. Start with your phone. That's what I did. I did a lot of things with my phone before this is the first time I bought a camera specifically for content creation. So, yeah, that's just be able to be okay with being seen, being okay with being out in the public. A rule of thumb that I use a lot of times, especially when I'm on vacation out of the country, these people ain't gonna see me no more. You know, like, they're not gonna see me anymore. That's another reason why when people be asking me stuff, I just make up, like, what do you do for a living? I'm glad you asked that. I am a brain surgeon. I am an attorney. I own 10 safari outreach businesses in Africa, different countries in Africa. I am a veterinarian. Like, I'm never gonna see these people again. It doesn't matter what I tell them. Like, it don't matter. So me pulling my camera out, especially a discreet camera, like, it don't matter. It makes me a lot more comfortable. And the more you record, the more comfortable you get with it. So, yeah. So those are the 5 things. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Those are the 5 things that I am going to go ahead and kind of kickstart my next 6 months, the rest of 2025. And June is going to be the big month of me really rolling into that. Right. So those are my 5 things. If you want to comment below, what are your 5 things? Will you follow my 5 bullets or rules or whatever that I'm following? This is my part 1. I'm gonna follow up part 2. Y'all let me know what are some things that you feel like is important to follow in your life. Maybe you're already on this journey, and maybe you can give me some pointers or of what are some things that I might be able to add to it. So thank y'all for watching. If you have not, please subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, share. Another goal of mine is to really get to 1K followers by the end of the year. So if y'all can please subscribe, it would definitely help out so much. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.